We are back, and it is just a couple days away from UFC 312, Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland #2, which means it's time for me to go through every single fight on this card and tell you guys who's going to win, how they're going to win, and then I get a lot of people saying that's not how it's going to happen, and then that's exactly how it happens. That's how it always goes. I went 10-1 last card, you know. We're gonna do the same here. We got 13 fights. So let me jump right into it. You know, first fight of the night, we got Hyun Park versus Tumendemberel. Real star-studded opening matchup here. We got 9-0 Hyun Park. He hasn't fought since December of 2023. Beat Shannon Ross. But like Shannon Ross, that was his 4th TKO loss in a row. It's not anything too impressive, but he's looked pretty good. Even though like he was supposed to beat Shannon Ross, he looked pretty good in that fight. Tumendemberel's coming off a split decision loss where like it was close, but I think this one's pretty cut and dry. I think it's going to be one of those where like Tumendemberel is going to be going for like clinch work, trying to smudge it up against the fence, maybe get some takedowns. But Hyun Park, 100% takedown defense, and he's going to be lighting them up on the feet. I'm going to go with a Hyun Park decision win. Not putting too much into that one, but I think that's going to be a good pick. Hyun Park hasn't fought in a while, so hopefully he looks the same. But maybe he's on that Mike Davis diet, you know. So we'll see how that one goes. But next fight up the card, we got Quillan Salkild versus Anshul Jubli. This one's a pretty exciting fight, guys. If you don't know, Salkild's coming off Contender Series, beat Gage Young, unanimous decision win. Anshul Jubli, if you don't know this guy, if you don't know Jubli, man, you guys better get accustomed real quick. This guy, he pretty much got barked at last fight and folded. That's pretty much how he lost to Mike Breeden. He was up 2-0. And maybe his cardio came into play a bit, but you know, like he just got barked at and he ended up folding and getting KO'd in that 3rd round. He was scared to death from Mike Breeden when he started barking at him. He had no idea what that shit was. Quillan Salkild, he's a pretty good prospect. Like, most of the time he's getting finishes out here. And Anshul Jubli, that was his first loss. It's going to be interesting how he recovers here. But that was like October of 2023. Like, that was a while ago. That was the Volkanovski Micallef 2. That was a while ago. So he hasn't fought in a while. He had a canceled bout in 2024, but I think Quillan Salkild's trying to stay active a bit more. He kind of wants this a bit more. And I think Salkild's going to win a decision. Simple as. So that's what I'm going to go with here. We're going to go with a Salkild decision win. Next fight, Kevin Jousset versus Jonathan Micallef. So Kevin Jousset, his last fight, he got standing TKO'd by Bryan Battle. He was looking pretty good in the fight though, but like he was getting outstruck by a lot, by like 30 strikes at least, but like he was still like dogging it out with Bryan Battle, and Bryan Battle is pretty good. Jonathan Micallef, I don't know really how to rate the guy. Like he looked fine on Contender Series, got a quick submission win, but like he got knocked out at the start of 2024, and you know he's a young guy. I think he's kind of getting rushed in a bit too much. Kevin Jousset is a really tough opponent. He's only 25 years old, and I don't think he's ready for a guy like Kevin Jousset, if I'm being completely honest. I think I'm going to go with Kevin Jousset. He is a moderate favorite, minus 240, so it's not anything crazy. But I think Jousset's going to win a decision. He could knock him out. Like, he really was cracking Bryan Battle at some points. Who knows what'll happen? That he did get knocked out in the 4th round, so maybe in a 3-rounder he can't get knocked out. Who knows? But Kevin Jousset by decision will be the official pick. Next fight we've got Cody Steele versus Rongzhu. Cody Steele's coming off a Contender Series. He's the guy that he was supposed to fight this guy on Contender Series that they're hyping him up, and he ended up getting scared the day of, and he ran away and had a panic attack before his fight, so he ended up pulling out. So Cody Steele got a different opponent on Contender Series and got a KO win by body shot. Pretty good win for him. Rongzhu, this guy just got beat up by Chris Padilla in his last fight to a doctor stoppage. Chris Padilla beating everyone up, man. He's looked incredible in the UFC, so maybe that's not a bad win, because Chris Padilla's always underdog odds, and he's always just beating these guys up, man. Like, he's looked incredible. But Rongzhu, he was still really in there. The doctor had to take him out of the fight, right? Like, he still wanted to continue, but it was a pretty bad cut, and couldn't continue, obviously. But I think Cody Steele is going to kind of style on him. Cody Steele is really good. He's a very strong guy, good wrestling, young, 29 years old. He's coming into his prime here, and he's looked pretty good. I think Cody Steele is going to get a KO win. Maybe it's another doctor stoppage. Maybe he opens up a cut the same way or something. But I think Cody Steele is going to get a round 2 TKO win. That'll be the official pick here. Oh, and the next fight we've got Aleksandre Topuria versus Colby Thicknesse. Thicknesse. This is a short notice one. Topuria was supposed to fight Cody Haddon. Oh, I was probably going to pick Cody Haddon there too. But Colby Thicknesse, this is Australian guy getting coached by Volkanovski. And Volkanovski said he was going to be in the corner of him too, man. But I don't know. He is undefeated. He lost a regional, but the thing is, I don't know too much about Aleksandre Topuria. He lost in 2015, but looks like they've been giving him nice matchups here. It's only his 4th. Holy fuck, man. I don't know. Thing is, Thicknesse could win this, guys. Like, Topuria really is getting rushed in here. And, I don't know, man. I get he's been coaching Ilya for a while, but I don't know if this could be a Herbert Burns scenario, This could be a Herbert Burns scenario. He's only, he really hasn't fought that much. He hasn't fought since May of 2023. This is we don't even know if he's going to look the same since his last fight. Colby Thicknesse isn't bad, man. He's been on a run. And he's been active. He fought 4 times in 2024. Am I going to take the dog? The dog's really paid off last fight. Last card, man. Do I take the dog? What are the odds on it? Minus 410. Plus 320. Ooh. Guys, I think I'm going to take Thicknesse. See, Topology doesn't have it listed as a reach, but I just looked up another website and they had it 69 inches of reach so I don't really know how to judge that there, but 2 inches, he's taller by 2 inches there. I don't know. I really like he's staying active, man, and I think I'm gonna take Thicknesse, man. I have a feeling Topuria is being overhyped here. I really do have a feeling. He's a minus 410 favorite, so it's not like you're getting crazy value for Topuria anyway, so you might as well take the dog here. You might as well take the chance with me. I'm going to say Colby Thicknesse dogs it out on the feet with Topuria, and he really shows he's a level above, wins this unanimous decision. Maybe Topuria gasses after he wins the first round or something. Thicknesse wins 2nd and 3rd. Decision win for Colby Thicknesse is the official pick. This is in Australia as well. He's a hometown guy. They're setting him up too. You got to think this isn't just a setup for Topuria. They're also setting up Thicknesse in this position. So I'm going to go with Colby Thicknesse. Next fight, Cong Wang versus Bruna Brasil. Guys, dogs are calling my name. I'm picking Bruna Brasil. I don't think Cong Wang is that good. People are going to say, oh, she was beating Gabriel Fernandez. Oh, this and that. Guys, she got caught on the chin, nearly knocked out, and ground and club and subbed on the ground, you know. She pulled a ghillie or whatever, right? Bruna Brasil, she's been really improving her game recently. We saw how good of a striker she was against Molly McCann. And I get it's Molly McCann, but we're talking about Cong Wang here. You know, she got finished in her last fight too. You know, this is like an Israel Adesanya thing. He looked so good last fight. He looked so good. He got finished in his last 2 fights. Now, but Cong Wang, I don't know. I really don't know how good she is. This is the test here, I guess, if I'm right or wrong on Cong Wang. I think she's bad. I don't think she's that good. She beat Victoria Leonardo. That's her best UFC or MMA win. Is Victoria Leonardo. And this girl gets knocked out by everyone. It's not an impressive win. 5 of her losses out of 6 are KO losses. It's not an impressive win. So when everyone was hyping her up because of that, I didn't buy into it. And Cong Wang, man, I don't know. What is the reach discrepancy? They've got the same, or an inch. That's nothing, though. Listen, I'm going to go with Bruna Brasil. She really needs this win a bit more, I think, too. She's pulling it back in her career. She's with the fighting nerds. They're putting their careers together, and she got a massive win last fight, underdog odds as well. Listen, Bruna Brasil's winning this fight, I'm telling you. Decision win for Bruna Brasil. That's the official pick. Maybe she catches her or something. Who knows? But Bruna Brasil's winning that fight. Next fight, Tom Nolan versus Viacheslav Borshchev. I have a bet on this one with one of the guys over at Sparring Session there. Big Will. We'll see what happens here, but I've got Tom Nolan in this one. I think, listen, Chase Hooper is knocking you down and beating you the fuck up and getting his first TKO. Like, he's becoming a man against Borshchev, pretty much, is what happened there. And Tom Nolan, he's looked a bit better since, I don't know. Tom Nolan's an interesting character, this guy. Tom Nolan's an interesting character because he was getting hyped up. You know, he beat Bogdan Grad. That one's aging a bit better now. Nicholas Mata knocked him out. Bad loss. Bad loss, I'd say. Victor Martinez, he knocked out. But if you go and watch that one, he did get knocked down in that first round. And it was looking not great. But then he got, it was like a knee, I think, or an elbow or something. And he put him out right at the end of the first round. A minute left. And Alex Reyes was really surprised he couldn't put out Alex Reyes. This guy hadn't fought in a while. And he gets knocked out by a lot of these guys. Like Mike Perry knocked him out in 2017. He hadn't fought in 6 years. Got knocked out by Charlie Campbell. And then Tom Nolan can't put him out, who's knocking everyone out. It didn't make sense there, but Viacheslav Borshchev, I think, is going to be on the down. I think he's coming down in his career. You know, I don't think he's fighting for much anymore. Tom Nolan still has, you know, aspirations of. He's only 24. You know, he's going to be improving constantly, and he still has those title hopes. He still has being ranked hopes. He still has all this, all that. This is an interesting one because Borshchev really could hurt him and knock him out quickly. But I'm taking Tom Nolan. I think he's going to finish Borshchev in the first or the second round. See, Borshchev is a dog, but man, Chase Hooper, it wasn't even a TKO, man. It was a submission. Oh, it was a club and sub. Oh, I remember it as a TKO. Oh. This one could age badly, but I'm taking Tom Nolan to knock out Borshchev. He almost got knocked out by Chase Hooper. So we're going to take Tom Nolan to get a round 1 or round 2 TKO win over Borshchev. Next fight, we got Jack Jenkins versus Gabriel Santos. Man, there's a lot of underdogs this card, man. Jack Jenkins versus Gabriel Santos. See, both these guys are pretty good. Both these guys are pretty good. Like, Gabriel Santos, that's his losses. David Onama and Leron Murphy. Both age pretty good. Both age pretty good. This one... Oh, man. Jack Jenkins was going on a run before Chepe Mariscal. The thing is, Chepe was winning that fight before... I'm pretty sure Chepe Mariscal was winning that fight against Jack Jenkins before the arm break. No, Jack outstruck him first round. Jack did outstrike him in the first round. Chepe Mariscal is a tough guy, man. I think I'm going to go with Jack Jenkins here, guys. He's a really good leg kicker. Gabriel Santos is a dog. I think I'm going to go with Jack Jenkins. You know, Gabriel Santos, the more I think about it, his only UFC win is Giza. And this guy's not that good. He really isn't that good. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jack Jenkins. You know, when he gets a good, when Gabriel Santos gets a fucking good striker, you know, guy that can leg kick him good, keep him at range, beat him up over the course of 3 rounds, he kind of falters. You know, he can't really land as many strikes as these guys. Leron Murphy, David Onama were all out striking him. I think same thing's going to happen with Jack Jenkins. He was out striking Chepe Mariscal before an unfortunate arm break on a takedown attempt. He's he outstruck Herbert Burns. That's supposed to happen, but he did it by like 4 times margin. So I'm going to go with Jack Jenkins to win a decision here over Gabriel Santos. Yeah, and next fight of the card, we got first fight of the main card. We've got Jake Matthews versus Francisco Prado. Jake Matthews a favorite, -220. Yeah, understandable, I guess. He's coming off a win over Philip Rowe. Lost to Michael Morales, who is a pretty good prospect. You know, he 15-0. Understandable. Darius Flowers. Matthew Semelsberger, lost to him. Matthew Semelsberger is one of those guys that kind of depends what version of him you're going to get showing up. He beat Fiallo, who isn't. Francisco Prado, 12-2. Lost to Daniel Zellhuber in his last fight. Jamie Malarkey lost in 2023 is crazy, I'm not going to lie. I won't lie. That's a pretty crazy loss. Otman Azaitar, round 1 KO. I mean, if you know, you know. It's an unfortunate string of KOs he's been on. I think I'm gonna go with Jake Matthews here. Not putting too much value into this one, but I think Jake Matthews is gonna win a decision. Picking a lot of decisions here, but I kind of sense quite a few decisions. And how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wow. I am picking a lot of 7. 7. Wow. All right. Next fight of the card, we got Jimmy Crute versus Rodolfo Bellato. Jimmy Crute, man. Oh, man. This guy lost to Alonzo Menefield after in the rematch, you know, the most coveted rematch in UFC history. Jimmy Crute versus Alonzo Menefield, number 2. What a fight that was. Jamal Hill Poor guy. He was able to knock out or get knocked out by Jamal Hill in 50 seconds. Anthony Smith. Losing to Anthony Smith, man. Rodolfo Bellato is going to get this one done by knockout, I see. Just beat Ihor Peteria. That fight was close, though. Peteria really was in that fight. He knocked down Bellato, and then I think some referees could have stopped it, but this one let it go. Bellato ended up recovering, and then he knocked out Peteria. Good comeback win for Bellato there. I think he's going to get this one done against Jimmy Crute. We're going to go with a round 2 TKO win, and Jimmy Crute's going to lay his gloves down. He's only 28. Jesus, holy crap. What a losing streak this guy's on. He's not going to lay his gloves down, but tough times he's having. Next fight, we got Taliesin Teixeira. Taliesin Teixeira versus Justin Tafa. 7-0, man. This guy's off Contender Series. Yeah. He looked pretty good on Contender Series, this puts me in a tough spot. I think these guys are going to be dogging it out, man. These guys are going to be dogging it out on the feet, man. Who's going to get the better of it, though? This guy's a young guy, 25, Oh my God, 9 inches of reach. I didn't realize. I'm picking Teixeira 100%, man. This guy's getting it done. He's going to knock out Justin Tafa, obviously. If the line's that close, yeah, okay. I was going to pick Justin Tafa, guys. I'm completely switching this up. We're going with Teixeira for sure by knockout. Oh, man. 9 inches of reach? Jesus. He's going to be outstriking Tafa. Tafa's not going to know what to hit him. Tafa doesn't have many ways to mix it up, really. And Teixeira did look pretty good on Contender Series. I got to give it to him. I'm going to go with the Teixeira round 1 or 2 KO. That's the official pick. Round 1 or 2 KO. And now we got the UFC Strawweight Championship co-main event. Weili Zhang versus Tatiana Suarez. Oh, are we excited for this one? Weili Zhang, the most inactive champion you've ever seen. That Yan Xiaonan fight, man. Oh, what a fight that was. Back and forth. Yan Xiaonan knocked her down at some point, but Yan was getting her ass kicked, but she was sticking in there and making Weili work for it every step of the way. And Tatiana Suarez, 10-0. She's been pretty inactive, though. Her last fight, Jessica Andrade. She's not winning the title, guys. I hate to say it. Weili Zhang's going to win this one. I'm hearing a lot of people hype up Tatiana Suarez like she this next big thing. But listen, you can't have the Mike Davis training regimen and take the belt. I don't believe it. You can't be training, or you can't be coming in and fighting once every blue moon, every year and a half and expecting good things, Weili Zhang, hasn't fought since April of 24, but there's a whole, another 6-7 months there. 8. There's a lot more time since Tatiana Suarez fought than since Weili Zhang fought, is my point. And, I don't know. She really doesn't have that much experience for being 34 years old, coming into a title shot, only 10-0. Weili Zhang's done everything, 25-3. Really well-rounded, good striker. Has been improving her grappling, been showing that off recently. think she's going to beat Tatiana Suarez, guys. So, yeah, I'm going to pick Weili Zhang to win by decision, probably. Maybe a late KO, or maybe ground and pound or into a sub or something in the later ends of the fight if it's like really dominant on the ground. But Weili Zhang's going to win this one. Telling you that one for sure. And then we got Dricus Du Plessis versus Sean Strickland. DDP's winning by knockout. He's going to finish Sean Strickland, close this chapter. He's going to get it done. Maybe submission. Maybe submission. Maybe submission. But guys, I get that first fight was close. This one's not going to be that close. DDP's figured him out. And he's got a much more funky style to figure out. Sean Strickland's so just stick and poke. Just like he'll just... It's a pretty easy style to figure out. The fucking patty cake and front kick that he does for 5 rounds. I think DDP's going to get this one done. The first fight was really close. Maybe this goes all 5 rounds again. Maybe a dominant 5 rounds decision by DDP. Listen, a lot of that first fight was because of DDP got a cut on his eye and it was swelled up and all that. You can't really bank on that happening again. I think DDP is going to get this one done, guys. I think he's going to finish Sean Strickland. It's not going all 5 this time. We're going to say round 3, TKO or submission in the 3rd round. That's the official pick. So that's all the picks. That's the entire card. We're putting it on the line this one, guys. I'm taking even more dogs than last card, probably. Topology might be wrong in the odds, so maybe check on some of those. But yeah, we'll see how we do there. But yeah, if you like these picks, we'll be back here for more soon. And like this video, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching the video. Have a good one.